Mitchell Trubisky and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Aaron Rodgers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 38, Rodgers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
He's brought down.
A gain of 5. First down, San Francisco. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He was tackled at the...
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
21-yard line.
On the give, this is Mack. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 14. 7 yards there and a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Gronkowski.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 8 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
First and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Looking to run with Mack. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th and goal.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Makes the score Niners 3, Cardinals nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 4th season from North Carolina, it's Mitchell Trubisky.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it.
21, Todd Gurley.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to launch it for Washington. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Carlos. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Trubisky. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35.
Travis Kelsey.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Second and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
19-yard line.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Niners' 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He gets it to Gurley, complete, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He's got Fuller and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached intermission here at well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Jones got it done.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it'll be Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Intended for time.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give him 14. On that one, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Trubisky. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll come out in the pistol. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now the short yardage man, Burkhead. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rex Burkhead in the final minute. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Gurley. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Cards, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a bad time of year.